Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Shabs and welcome to another video on the channel. Today, as you know by the title, we are going to be talking about how EA Sports can fix FIFA 18 Ultimate Team's best game mode, in my opinion, FUT Champions. I know it can get sweaty, stressful sometimes, but it's fun. I'm a competitive guy. It's a competitive game mode, and it's all in all, I enjoy it the most and I play it more than any other game mode, and I'm sure most of you do as well. How can they fix it? You know, the gameplay was so good pre-patch, and a bunch of other things that need to be fixed that are very micro and very manageable by EA Sports, I believe. They have the resources to do it. And if they do these changes, it could become the best step for esports in FIFA. So guys, if you do agree with the points that I'm making, please drop a like, or if you don't agree, drop in the comments anything I forgot or anything that I mentioned that you're like, nah, keep it how it is. Let me know, guys. Anyways, let's get into the video. So the first thing EA Sports needs to fix, in my opinion, is the matchmaking, okay? They need to make it consistent. You can't have one weekend a guy playing 10 regionals players and like 12 top 100 players, and then the next weekend he plays 2 or 3. You know, you can't have that inconsistency. I think it should be very consistent. You know, like every weekend, you should expect that you're going to play 5 top 100 players or 5 regionals players. I know I'm going to face them, you know? You can't, like... It's a little bit too I like it when it's more random, but right now it's a little bit too inconsistent. You can have a really good weekend based on who you're playing, or a really poor weekend in your books the way you're playing. Just the matchmaking, I think, needs a revamp, and also like to stop matching us with players that are with horrible latency. Even though it has 4 bars, heavy delay, heavy touches. I don't want none of that, players. None of that. My players playing in mud. You know, I don't want none of that feeling. So if they can fix that, that would be very much appreciated. Next up, guys, something that really annoys me, the AI defending. You know, they gotta tone it down to exactly how it was pre-patch. I don't know what EA was thinking. I know in their patch notes it said nothing about AI defending, or maybe it did and I'm wrong, but they have ruined it. They have literally made tracking back with one player, running back through your midfield, a thing. You can now, like, I swear to God, last weekend league and the weekend before that, people just let the AI do all the defending for them, and it works. It never worked pre-patch. Pre-patch, they would get murdered, they would get obliterated, but now they can use it to their advantage, and it works now. So I'm not a fan of that. It should be fully AI, fully manual defending, in my opinion. The AI should have little to no say in what happens, and nowadays they auto launch everything, they block everything. So EA, just go back to pre-patch with the AI defending. It was perfect. It was honestly the best thing about the game mode, in my opinion. Alright guys, this next one is not a big deal, but if EA Sports could get rid of the option you have to see your opponent's badge, this allows the top players to cherry pick with each other. I'm not saying playing top players and cherry picking with your opponents is like more morally wrong. It is what it is. It's in the game. Why not use it to your advantage? But I think it should be gone completely. So like every game, you don't know who you're facing. Based on the kits, all you know. You don't know who you're facing. You just go into the game, and whoever it is who you're playing. You know. The badges nowadays, they kind of let you cherry pick if you tell each other what your badges are and stuff. So I think if you just get rid of it in total, it'll make the game mode more competitive, and you know, it's in generally better because you won't be able to cherry pick, like I said. Okay, next up, guys, is another thing that was perfect pre-patch: the speed of the gameplay. EA Sports, man. Just bring it back up to the tempo it was when it was pre-patch. It was high tempo, fast, high octane offense. Go, 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 score, score, score. Now it's much slower. It's about 50% slower, in my opinion. It takes longer for your players to execute skill moves, to turn. All of these things make the skill gap even less, you know. So I think that should just be brought back up to speed, because then the skill gap will widen. And yeah, you'll see more of a skill gap, and in esports wise, the game will get better, the competition will get better. It's only better for the title, and it's only better for the game mode itself. Alright, this next one is something that I'm very guilty of recently. It is goalkeepers bailing players out. They should really get rid of that, man. The inconsistency where the goalkeepers play with, right? So me personally, I've used David De Gea last weekend, and let me say, in half of the games, he was a rock star, a player that saved my butt. In the other half games, he would let in the dumbest goals I've ever seen in my life, and he would play like he didn't know how to save a single shot. He would play like a 45 rated bronze goalkeeper, and I shit you not. So the inconsistency there is a problem. You know, the way goalkeepers choose and pick which shots will get saved, which shots will not, it's more luck based. And when a game mode is more luck based, the competitive side of it gets ruined. The esports side kind of tones down. So I think the goalkeepers, how they were before patch, was perfect, except for the long shots. So just keep the long shot changes you made, but make them in one-on-one situations much higher rate of success for scoring. You know what I mean? Okay, this next thing is pretty dumb. EA, just either remove the quick sub option or make it better. Because a lot of times people accidentally hold RT because they're running a lot, and they press A to skip the animations or whatever, the sliders, the slides, or whatever it is, the replays, and they sub people out that don't want to sub off. It's a horrible you know, addition, because a lot of times they tell you to sub players you don't want to sub off. Like maybe like say I have Balde D off my bench, right? And it always, whenever I want to click it, it always tells me to sub off Gareth Bale. And I'm like, no, I don't want to sub off Gareth Bale. If there's someone else that can sub him off for, that'd be good, but not Gareth Bale. And then you're forced to press the pause button. So either make it better or implement a way where we can customize it, or get rid of it. Okay, next up, this is very, very important in gameplay wise. Make high pressure, high pressing much more valuable, or tone down the passing. Those are your two choices. Yeah, because I think high press right now is useless. It's just useless. With the indicator above the player, the passing the way it is, I love the passing by the way, but the way it is, it allows people to time waste much more easier, and allows players to hold the ball like turtles if they want to. So either increase how effective high pressing is, lower the passing, or something like that. Man, you guys gotta change that, because high pressing should be very, very good in this game, and in any FIFA, and even in real life in football. High pressure is effective, and it should be effective in the FIFA game. So just fix that a little bit, tone it down, or whatever you got to do. Please implement it into the game. Okay, this next one is very, very interesting. It's something that I don't know if they'll do, but it's definitely something to think about. So you know how there's tiers from bronze to gold, bronze 3 to gold elite 1, right? I think recently, with how the competition has been on the PlayStation especially, I think there should be a tier between elite 1 and top 100, where for 37 or 36 or 38 wins, you get a bonus in packs or coins and stuff, and then it's top 100, you know? I think it should create one more rank, especially for PlayStation players, because PlayStation players, when you have a stellar weekend, when you have a bomb-ass weekend, you can get one disconnect that's unlucky, you can get a loss you don't deserve, and suddenly, there you go, you're out of top 100. So, the glitch is really hurting them, but even without the glitch, there's so many players on PlayStation that the skills between the player A and player B is so much more diminished, right? There's so many worse players in PlayStation, and there are also more better players, but because there's so many more players, it's going to be tougher to get top 100, so they should make a tier above Elite 1 that's below top 100 as well. Just make it for 37 wins. I think 37 is good, because Elite 2 is 32, right? Then it's 2 more. So you can make it 2 more to 36 or 3 more to 37 for the next ranking. And they should add it, in my opinion. Last but not least, this is the last thing I can think of. EA, I know this has been a problem for a lot of years, man. Since FIFA 14 or 13, the disconnects. So, I don't know how you're going to get rid of disconnects. I don't know how you're going to fix the system. I have no ideas for this, but I'm assuming that a multi-billion-dollar company like yourselves have the resources, or you should have the resources, to come up with the plan to fix this problem. Because this is not a problem that's happened recently, you know? You guys have had 5 years, maybe even a decade or less to work on it, right? So it's a problem that needs to be solved, and you guys should have the resources, and you guys are the only ones that'll have the resources to get this fixed. So please do us all a favor, get rid of disconnects, help the community out by getting rid of losses that are not deserved, you know? Because last weekend, I was playing the weekend league, and I was 18-1, right? Going to my 19th game, and I see my opponent's squad screen. This is on live stream, by the way. You can see the evidence. I'm not lying. It was on live stream. We see each other's squad, and my opponent decides to dashboard me or disconnect me. He saw my squad. I guess he recognized me or my team or both, and he decided he didn't want to play me. He's like, I'm not gonna play Shabs. And then I got disconnect. I got the loss. It didn't even say you got disconnected from. It said you have lost your connection to your opponent. I was like, okay. Move on, right? I click on it, and then it brings me back to the menu, and it brings up a loss. I get rid of one game and I get a loss. So they gotta really get rid of that, because it's not fair. It costs players like regional events, like Jarba last year. You could have made regionals, but disconnects really got him out of the competition. And this is like, that's like a life-changing experience, right? Going to FIWC or something, and imagine not making it based on one disconnect. I mean, that's stupid. It's really stupid. If you want to move in the direction of esports, you gotta fix your shit, man. You really gotta step it up, EA. And you guys should have, like I said, the resources to fix this problem. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you agree with the points that I made, smash that like button down below. In the comments, let me know anything I forgot or that I missed out on. Please let me know. I'm not perfect, like I said. As always, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Deuces.